Welcome to Breaking Boundaries for Entrepreneurs, the podcast where we explore integrative approaches to entrepreneurial success. And today we're diving deep into the realm of quantum perspectives for entrepreneurs. Specifically, we'll be discussing how shifting our focus from what we were misguided to start with over to the one thing that can revolutionize our approach to healing as well as business and propel us towards greater success and fulfillment. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this transformative journey together. Hello, I'm Jeffrey Mort. If you're like most entrepreneurs, you're busy taking care of business, yet who's taking care of you? If you're ready to take your energy and performance to the next level in your life and your business, then this podcast is for you. Because today, you're going to start breaking boundaries of your mind, body, and business with integrative health. And when you do that, your possibilities are limitless. I'm grateful you're here. Yes, always grateful for you joining me here today. Welcome to another episode of the Breaking Boundaries podcast for purpose-driven entrepreneurs. This is episode 69. And of course, you'll want to stay till the end, as always, when we bring it together on how to avoid failure and reach your next level of success with integrative health. And for all the show notes and links, visit jeffreymort.com and click on the podcast button. Some shout outs today to our local listeners in Fitchburg and Southbridge and also Worcester, Massachusetts, all right around my surrounding area. I appreciate each and every one of you for listening. And if you could just head over to your favorite podcast platform and take a minute just to leave us a review, since you keep coming back to these wonderful episodes, that would help us to reach more people. And I would love to hear your biggest takeaway over there on that review. And if you have somebody that maybe doesn't listen to podcasts but does like to read, we always have an accompanying there we go, blog post that goes along with each and every episode that you can find over at loveenergywellness.com and click on the Learn tab. That is our learning center over there. And there's all kinds of great information there as well. So today, you're going to discover that problem solving is not the answer to success, as some of us may have been misguided earlier on. The entrepreneurs, they have this boundary and they're focused on what is keeping them stuck, and they're not tuned in to what will create the level of success that they want. So in the fast-paced entrepreneurial world, it's so easy to get caught up in the never-ending cycle of problem solving, right? That's what we were taught to do. We were taught to solve problems in school, and if you went on to college, you were taught to solve bigger problems, and then if you go on to a career, you're focused on problem solving. And I'll tell you, every setback, every obstacle can feel like a roadblock on the path to success. But what if I told you that the solution doesn't lie in solving problems, but rather in shifting our perspective? And this is where we enter the quantum perspective on entrepreneurship. And I almost don't like to use that word quantum because it's so overused, but it's really the only term that's going to that best describes where we are going today on this journey. And this is where we recognize that everything, including problems and including solutions, is energy, which is vibrating at completely different frequencies. And you know, if you've been listening to the podcast all along, I started off with talking about how everything is energy and frequency and vibration. And I keep touching back on that point. And that goes for problems and solutions. The frequency and energy of a problem is vastly different than that of a solution. And that's what we're breaking down today. So let's get into a deeper understanding of this quantum framework. So at the core of quantum theory, quantum mechanics, quantum physics, we'll call it quantum theory. At the core of that is the understanding that everything in the universe is energy. Problems and solutions, they're not static entities, but they're dynamic patterns of energy with distinct vibrational signatures. And when we focus on a problem, we actually tune in to its frequency, characterized by its resistance character, did I say that right? Characterized, yes, by its resistance and its limitation, because that's what the problem is. It's all about resistance, limitation, things not working. However, embedded within every problem is its solution, which is vibrating at a higher frequency of creativity and a higher frequency of possibility. Now we're going to get into the power of focus here. Entrepreneurship, it demands resilience, especially in the face of uncertainty. There's nothing certain about entrepreneurship. And boy, have I learned some lessons over this last month. It's been a roller coaster of a ride, my friends, in here in 2024. And we're only in month number 2 and halfway through it. But I digress. By shifting our focus from problems to solutions, we align ourselves with a higher frequency of energy. And this is characterized by creativity and resourcefulness. Now, I want you to remember that what we focus on expands. That's not a cliche. This is part of quantum physics, quantum mechanics. What we focus on expands. So let's amplify the energetic resonance of solutions rather than perpetuating a cycle of negativity, a cycle of limitation. This is where it's at. And I'll tell you, I'll share a story, not just a particular story, but generalization about before I realized this. And actually, once I heard this, okay, I get it. Everything's frequency, everything's vibration. Focus on the solution. Don't focus on the problem, blah, 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 blah. But I didn't put it into practice. And even before that, like, I used to get stuck all the time. And there's actually, now I realize that there is no such thing as being stuck, but I used to feel like I was stuck. I used to feel like I was trapped. I used to feel like a victim of circumstance. And I was always fighting for my limitations. I was a champion at fighting for my limitations because I was always beating that drum of what I didn't want or what went wrong, right? Something would go wrong, the phone would ring, and I would tell the person on the other end, oh, you won't believe what just happened. This happened to me yesterday, and a week later, this happened to me last week. And I was always focusing on what went wrong. And I still do it today, but I realize it within the thought process of if I'm about to say, something to somebody about a problem that just happened. And even, I said this was a tumultuous start to 2024 and a roller coaster. And this is when I realized these things, that I can control what is going to happen next by where I place my attention. So when I said beating the drum of what I didn't want, if you can picture beating the drum, right? If you hit a drum with a drumstick, the vibration of that drum skin in the cavity of that drum creates what? It creates a frequency and a vibration. That's what sound is. We are constantly interpreting frequency and vibration, but we're so good at it, we don't even realize we're doing it. The sound we hear, the sights we see, the colors we see, the smells that we smell, the feelings that we touch, those are all frequencies and vibrations. Those are all energetic transcriptions that turn into color and sound and sight and touch and smell, right? So when I'm beating the drum of what I didn't want, I am perpetuating because I'm focusing my attention on that thing, and it's growing and it's not going away. But as soon as I stop pumping the bellows to that flame, the flame goes out. And when I turn my attention on what I want and I start feeding that, that's where the magic starts to happen in our lives. And this comes down to something that I learned, like, what did I do that helped me to consistently shift my attention to the things that I wanted, or the outcome that I wanted, or the solutions rather than the problems. And this is where subconscious reprogramming comes into play. Shifting our focus, it sounds really simple, but it often requires rewiring of our neural networks in our brain, our subconscious minds. Our subconscious shapes our beliefs and our behaviors. And those beliefs and behaviors is what influences how we perceive and interact with the entire world, right? Our cosmic world, the energy. I'm not talking just about Earth. I'm talking about beyond and the energy of the universe. That's how we perceive and interact with the universe. And I'll tell you, clinical hypnosis offers a very powerful tool for reprogramming the subconscious mind. This is the tool that I used, that was taught to me by my coach, and actually more than one coach. And then I applied it. And at first that's hypnosis. That's stage hypnosis. I saw that when I was younger, and I vowed that I would never be hypnotized in my life because of what I witnessed. This comedy show, stage hypnosis, person who was very good at what he did, and you've heard me talk about it before in previous episodes, that was enough for me to say, I will never be hypnotized in my life. But when I started having coaches explain to me that that was stage hypnosis, and that's much different than clinical hypnosis, much different than medical hypnosis, and, different than hypnotherapy. And this allows us to be able to release these limiting beliefs and cultivate a mindset of abundance and success. And success in entrepreneurship, it isn't just about external circumstances. It's about our internal state of consciousness. It's about our ways of being. And by embracing the quantum perspective and shifting our focus to solutions, we can overcome challenges with clarity and especially with confidence. And this is where clinical hypnosis really shines. It provides the means to reprogram our subconscious minds and empowering us to manifest our entrepreneurial vision with conviction and with purpose. Like, what would that be like for you if you were able to remove, let's use computer analogies. If your computer had a virus, and I almost don't even want to use that word because I'll get banned for it, but if your computer had an ill program in it, let's go there. If your computer had an ill program in it, and you had the ability to be able to remove that ill program, right? Offload that, and then download a new tool, a new software program that would maximize the productivity of your computer to not contract those limitations anymore, right? The limitations would be that ill program. And once that's removed, then the focus is on how that computer, and maybe I'm not coming up with the best analogy, but I think you get the gist of what I'm talking about here, is that you're downloading a new software that allows your subconscious to be able to focus on the solution, which is it's like tuning in your radio. It's a different frequency. And if the problem is an AM station, like, 1090 AM, and it's all staticky but now you're focusing on an FM station, maybe it's, 98.6, and that FM station is a completely different broadcast, a completely different frequency. And if you're tuned into that 98.6 FM, that's all that you're going to get. That's all you're going to receive because you're tuned into that specific frequency. You're not going to be getting that 1090 AM station, or whatever I said, that 1090 AM station any longer because you're not tuned into it. So you're not going to be receiving what is being broadcast on that frequency. You're tuning into, and I think the radio frequency is a much better analogy than the computer, but either way, you get the you get the gist of what I'm saying here. So I appreciate you joining me on this journey through the quantum perspective on entrepreneurship. And, if you are ready to shift your focus from problems to solutions, if you're the kind of person that wants to be focused 100% on the solutions and not attracting those problems to you and unlocking the infinite possibilities on your entrepreneurial journey, I encourage you to explore clinical hypnosis with our NeuroTrust method, and we offer a completely free 60-minute consultation. It's a complimentary consultation. You can schedule that today over at levenergywellness.com/neurotrust. It's also on our programs page. You can look at that. And I will, of course, put it in the show notes today, and you can take the first step towards greater success and fulfillment. So until next time, remember to keep breaking those boundaries and embrace the power of possibility. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye. Before you go, I have some exciting news to share with you in response to your questions. If you're an integrative health coach feeling overwhelmed and unsure of the next steps for your business, well then I want you to imagine a world where you're easily turning prospects into clients, successful and worry-free. Introducing the Confident Coach Business Mentorship Program, your solution to shape your future success. No more sleepless nights, no more feeling stuck. This essential program fills all the gaps many of you have asked me about, providing you with the proven steps to success. Led by myself, Jeffrey Mort, an expert entrepreneur and level 2 integrative health practitioner, this mentorship will transform your mind and health coaching business. Here's how it works. There'll be recorded learning modules, live group coaching sessions, and workshops form the foundation of the program. Mark your calendars for July 24th to gain access to Module 1. Plus, every week, join live Zoom calls to engage with myself and your fellow health coaches. This comprehensive program covers the 3 pillars of success, which are entrepreneurial identity, unstoppable confidence, and strategic processes. With these skills, you'll attract ideal clients, build confidence, and unlock new opportunities. Plus, it prepares you for your next level as a health coach. Invest in your success today. We made it really easy with investment options, and if you can't find one that works for you, reach out to me. There's many to choose from and some amazing bonuses, but only for a limited time on those bonuses. And are you worried about time? Well, don't be. All live calls are recorded, and you'll have a lifetime access to the program modules, so you can watch them over and over. Plus, we offer a 100% money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied after completing the 8-week program. Without the Confident Coach Business Mentorship, you may just continue feeling overwhelmed on where to start and feeling behind. Don't waste time and money figuring out on your own. Join us today and take charge of your future success. This is a fun but serious program, and it's not for dabblers or those without commitment. I bring over 10 years of experience, have mentored countless coaches to success, and I'm 100% committed to your success. Spots are limited, so act now to secure your spot before the cart closes. Imagine a life with unstoppable confidence and the strategies to help more people. These 8 weeks are going to go by regardless. It would be amazing to have these skills when it does, would it not? Sign up today to secure your seat right in the show notes, my social bio, or direct at jeffreymort.com/confident-coach-mentorship. See you on the inside.